What is a frog's favorite large gray mammal? A. Hopopotamus. Happy Tuesday, my friends. Welcome to the stream. Joke does not compute. I hope you're well, my friends. I'm sorry I missed you last night. Sorry I couldn't make the stream happen. OBS and Linux don't get along as well as I wish they would. I don't know that I've fixed the problem, but I've found potentially a workaround. There's some sort of disconnect between the way that Linux thinks about USB devices connected to the computer and the way that OBS thinks of them. And so, confusion. Lots of confusion. But things seem to be working for now. Fingers crossed. Let's just hope it keeps working. Let me welcome everyone in properly. Sir Rack of Lamb is first in chat tonight. Thank you for being here, my friend. It's great to have you with us, as always. And of course, I hope you are well. Dead Zergling close behind. Welcome in, my friend. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. And I hope you are as well, Conga. Conga Line Monkey, thank you for being here with us tonight. And the Defiant Salem with the very cute, cozy emotes. I hope you are well. Continuous Battletoads attempt. So, for anyone who doesn't know, if you haven't heard the good news, I have defeated Battletoads. Friday night was an amazing night. I beat Battletoads for the very first time. It took hours upon hours upon hours after weeks upon weeks and months upon months. We finally defeated Battletoads on Friday night, and just for laughs, I immediately did a second run, and I cleared it in one continue. That is to say, no game overs. That is to say, 1 CC, 1 credit clear, Battletoads. I already accomplished it, actually. We're playing Battletoads tonight just for the love of the sport. just to do it. We're playing it just to do it tonight. Lucent Jelly, welcome in. Careful of those fiery emotes. Don't melt my snowman. I think at this point he's speedrunning it, Conga says. I'm glad to see that you like the joke. Thank you for the congratulations, Sir Rack of Lamb. Thank you for the number ones. I feel pretty on top of the world. So yeah, after I beat it, I joked and I jokingly said, "Let's do a second run," and then I decided to just do it anyway. And it was a 1 credit clear, just barely. It was right down. I only had a life or maybe none left. I don't remember exactly now. I know I had very, very few lives left. I've played Battletoads a lot over the weekend. I've played it 6 times off stream over the weekend. 3 of those runs were very good. They were 1 credit clears where when I beat it, my heart's up at the top. Like, I still died a ton of times, but my hearts, all 5 hearts were still filled up by the end of the game on 3 of the runs I did over the weekend. 2 of them were 1 credit clears where the hearts were very low, and 1 of them was not a 1 credit clear, but I've still beaten it every time I've played it since Friday. So, Here's hoping for a little consistency. So I thought, just for fun, you know, we play it a time or two this week. Um, it would be nice to sort of build some of that muscle memory, so I can stay decent at Battletoads. I'd like for this to be a game that I could reasonably expect to clear every time I pick it up. So I'm gonna need to beat it a lot to stay in practice. How long did you spend on level 11 in the second run? I feel like it only took a few tries. I don't think I got it first time. I don't remember though, Sir Rack of Lamb. That was my memory's though not the best at the best of times. It's been a few nights, and it was very late to begin with when we did that, so it's all very foggy at this point. So since I beat the game, I'm a little bit more open to hearing things about it that I don't know. A couple pieces of information have been shared with me. Um, Most notable of which, perhaps, is that I've actually never properly cleared the Snake Pit level. Technically, I've been cheesing my way out of the Snake Pit level since day one, or you know, since I first went to since I first made it to the Snake Pit level. I've never seen the full proper level, but I suspected at one point that I was doing something cheesy, because there was a time in the last room where I fell down and it seemed like there were a lot more snakes that I never actually encountered. Yeah, Zergling, go ahead. You can share some information about the stick. That would be perfectly fine. I appreciate your restraint. Thank you, thank you for holding off for all of these long years while I quested to beat the game. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm in a terrible situation. As you can see, I'm still not very good at it. Yeah, that was mentioned to me as well. Yeah, if you're if you're holding the stick, it doesn't make any sense. If you're holding the stick, you can headbutt the gas dispensers and the fans. I don't think I ever even thought about destroying the fans. I don't think that would have ever occurred to me. I did make a very half-hearted attempt to try and blow up one of the gas dispensers one time. Well, I tried punching it. But I didn't have a stick. You do like to be nice to your fans, so that makes sense, Zergling says. We should have done more with the boss POV. It is like quite the effect to only be used once, and for so brief a time. I guess it's sort of like, though, a situation that it's the stage 1 boss, so like I think they didn't want to make him like very complicated. Like they wanted to probably wanted to keep the battle fairly simple for stage 1. Oh. But then, yeah, you kind of lose out on like it's kind of a combination of like for the stage 1 boss. I think they wanted to be like to really like show off with like a big impressive effect, but then they also wanted to keep the boss simple since it was the stage 1 boss. So it's sort of a bad combination of goals. Restarted Chicago PD, Salem says. Also watching you and writing stuff. Best of luck with your writing. No! Oh, tripped at the finish line. One hit away from the 1-up. No. I knew I was messing that one up. It still hurt, though. No! Oh my goodness. I failed to get the 1-up and lost a life. It's the worst of both worlds. Alright, come on, let's have a good tunnel. So I mentioned how I'd done 6 playthroughs. Here's the bad news about that. The worst of them was the most recent one. That was actually today. I played right before dinner. And, yeah, I was kind of sad with how it went. I hope I'm not overtraining. I feel really bad. Oh no! I can't do it anymore. I really can't. Something's wrong with me. Oh my goodness. This is all going very poorly. I'm gonna need some tremendous luck for this to be recoverable. This is just a practice run. The real run is after this one, Sir Rackham Lamb says. The plan was for there only to be one run. Oh, some victory lap, huh? That was a lot. That was a lot to fall apart in the tunnel. I mean, I could always get lucky and soft lock on stage 10, and then I have a real excuse to start over. Hey, we got a raid coming in. Welcome in, raiders. Zombie Paper, good to see you. Thank you for coming along with the raid. Moon Drummer, thank you for coming along. Pleasure to have you here. The best Battletoads music right here, the Ice Caves. Really? This is your favorite of it? Even more than the pause music? How's the Toad battling? It's going really poorly right now, Zombie Paper. I just had a horrific time in the tunnel. I did embarrassingly terribly. But we're just gonna stick with it and hope for good things. 3-Up Moon, there you are. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Pleasure to have you with us. Happy Tuesday. The worst stage? This one or I think you mean the tunnel. The turbo tunnel just ruined me. It was embarrassing. I haven't done that badly at the turbo tunnel in a very long time. But it's behind us now. We'll just, I'll try not to blunder so much going forward. No promises. Oh my goodness. Someone save me from myself. How did Pokemon go for you at 3-Up Moon? Tuesday's Tunnel of Terribly. It was. Haven't played this game at all, so you've probably got fairly far. I have. So I've been working on this game since the last week in December. I started it the last week of December, and then I was playing it about once or twice a week. There was 1 week in February where I buckled down and I played it every night of the week. And the past 2 weeks, leading up to today, for the past 2 weeks, I played it every night. And I finally beat it for the very first time on Friday last week. I have beaten Battletoads now. It took months. But I finally beat it. On Friday night, we had our first win. And then, like, as a joke, I said, all right, time for loop 2. I said it as a joke, but then I was like, you know what? Let's actually do it and just see how I do. And I played it again immediately. And the second playthrough was a 1 credit clear. So I've actually done both of... I've actually reached all my goals for the game on stream. Buddha Fingers, welcome in. Thank you for the 5 gift subs, Buddha Fingers. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Bounty collected. Yeah, if you hadn't heard, Buddha Fingers placed a bounty on the game and told me if I beat it that he'd give me 5 gift subs. Thank you, my friend. I very much appreciate it. Let's see who they went to. So enjoy. If any of you are, well, one of you is here at least. Interrector, Taurus Tendencies, 3-Up Moon, Digsy, and Duchess of Nugs. Take a key for coming in. Like Cowboy Bebop. I'm glad to be part of the bounty. Reaper of the rewards, 3-Up Moon says. Enjoy. Thank you for the congrats. Thank you for the GG. Zombie Paper, 3-Up Moon, thank you. We did beat AO the Clown. I finished that one a while ago. I finished that about 2 weeks ago. 3 Up Moon. We're done with AO. I did that one 100%. It's it was my feelings of that on that game are somewhat positive. I rate it about a 5 out of 7. Been doing a Snorlax only run of Pokemon Leaf Green. Oh, I thought I saw something about that. Starter Snorlax and the 2 Overworld Snorlax. So you have a trio. And you just beat Gym 5. I don't know that I've ever even used Snorlax. Thank you for the resub, Buddha Fingers. Thank you very much. Thank you for the 16 months. That's almost a year. I knew better than to stay up there, too. Congrats, Frownie. I knew you could do it, Buddhafinger says. Thank you, my friend. I certainly had my long stretches of doubt. I did not have faith in me the whole way through by any means. No, stop kicking me around. I'm in big trouble. I'm in big trouble. Everything is going so colossally wrong. The fact that you can use the robot legs against them is the best. There's nothing better. There's nothing better than disassembling one of your enemies and then using their parts to conquer the rest of their team. Snorlax is a different moveset. One with Hyper Beam and Aeroblast. The one with Fly. I randomized the moves. I'm still such a Pokemon novice that like a vanilla playthrough is challenging enough for me. It's somehow more impressive, Konga says, that he did it without ever believing in himself. That's the point of the stream. You know, one of the many points of the stream is to outsource my optimism. When it's hard to believe, when it's hard for me to believe in myself, I'm lucky enough to have a whole team of people to pick up the slack. And welcome to the stream, my new friend. Thank you for the follow. About 7 minutes ago. I'm sorry it took me a moment to catch, but I certainly appreciate you, my friend. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. I'm waiting for that Air Fortress challenge. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it soon. That's, I think maybe an impossible task, but I'm gonna try my best. Why am I playing Battletoads again? Just for the love of the sport. Buddha fingers. I want to try and play it. I want to try and play it. I want to be good enough at it that I can reasonably expect to beat it every time I pick it up. So I'm gonna need, you know, I need to do a handful of runs. I do not expect to beat it on this run. Snorlax's OG moveset is not that good. I would have to rely on TMs most of the way. So I figured I'd at least give myself some variety in their movesets. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea to have the randomized moves. Zephyr Wrangler, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. The amount of times I've been asked that, I should just get a t-shirt. Why are you playing Battletoads again? I played it a lot over the weekend. I was saying before, I actually played it 6 times off stream. I think 3 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, and 1 earlier today, just before, which I mean, technically isn't on the weekend, but you know, between streams. I played it 6 times, and I beat it all 6 times. 3 of them were really great runs, you know, for me. 2 of them were okay runs, and 1 of them was really terrible. This, so far, is worse than all 6 of those, though. This is easily the worst. I've just been blundering all over the place. Hey, Game and Fit, welcome in. Baker's does. I think a Baker's does in a 16. Or 16 is 13. I was reading 6 and 13 at the same time. Crossed a wire in my brain. I think it's 13. I've heard different explanations for why it's 13. My favorite was always the baker makes an extra one so that he can eat it himself, right? Yeah, or you have, you know, you have one as a test, or you have an extra one just in case. Like in case you drop one on the floor or something, you know, in case something goes wrong. I thought they were just bad at math, Budafinger says. Baking. Baking is so precise, you've got to be really sharp at math. I'm playing quite possibly the most satisfying game in history, Power Wash Simulator. I have not given that one a try. I'm probably missing out. At least I survived the rockets. That's a little something. So I also learned that apparently if you stay along the bottom during the rocket section of this, the bottom rockets can't actually hit you. You only have to dodge the top rockets. In this section right here. If you stayed out here, you could cheese the bottom rockets. They're not actually low enough to hit you down here. I do want to try and get the one up, though. Power Wash Simulator is great to play to wind down before bed. That's the feeling I always get playing Splatoon, Conga says. It scratches an itch. Isn't Splatoon, like, the opposite of that game, though? Hey Greg, welcome in. How goes Battletoads? Battletoads goes great, Greg. On Friday night, I actually beat the game. I actually beat it twice. I beat it. I beat the game, and then I immediately did a second run and got a 1 credit clear. So, I've actually reached all my goals with Battletoads. I'm playing it tonight just for fun. I missed it. No worries, no worries. Unfortunately, a lot of people kind of had to miss it. It was a long stream. Persephone, welcome in. Thank you for the wheel. It's a nice place we can just stand here and take care of that. I will warn you though, I feel like I'm going into the wheel prepared. I had breakfast tacos for dinner tonight with ghost pepper salsa on them. It was devastating. It was so hot. I'm not afraid of the wheel at all at the moment. Of course, these may be famous last words. This is the only thing I land on now. Once again, we've landed on the Belizean heat sauce. The hottest thing on the wheel. Pride cometh before a burn, Conga says. Yeah, you might be right. Let me find a cracker. I have my tablet plugged into charge, and the port that it's plugged into isn't even turned on, so it's not going to do a lot of charging that way. I'll apply generously. You know, I'm not necessarily quite as prepared as I think I am. Oh my. I'm gonna be okay. I think we all learned a valuable lesson here. I think I'm gonna be okay. Boy. I always say I think I'm gonna be okay, and I'm always wrong. It didn't last that long, though. Nope. I know it's not going to happen, but if I had a really smooth victory against this guy, it would make up for a lot of deaths. No, I stood up too early. He messed up. He jumped. Oh, well, never mind. He jumped near me, but not on me. Oh, I disagree. I disagree. This is easily the part of the game that I am the worst at. Some sauces can detect when you have a level of confidence, Conga says. Not a fan of spicy foods and hot sauces. Just watching that was making me cringe, Craig says. I do really enjoy spicy foods. So here's another spot. I've always been coming down on the left. See how there's those two spikes on the left, and then there's this big spike ball atop of the spinning thing there? I've always been coming down to the left of that spike ball and threading the needle between it and those other two spikes, but you can go all the way to the right and just hug the wall and fall straight down. And for whatever reason, when I played this, I always saw two spike balls there. I thought that this path here, like if you hug the wall, I thought there was another spike ball here. And so hugging the wall would be impossible. So I've always been threading the needle way over here. I'm not going to jump because I'll jump into the spike. But it's so much easier. I mean, not that it's really hard to come down the way that I was coming down, but it's unnecessarily risky. Thought you were worse at the Klinger Winger. Well, yeah. I probably am, Greg. I have cleared the Klinger Winger more smoothly. Like now that I can clear it, I have had clears of that have gone more like my best Klinger Winger clears have been way better than my best Stormtrooper guy clears, so that's why I say that Stormtrooper guy is my worst part of the game. Because yeah, although that I made it past him earlier and more consistently, my best runs against him are way uglier than my best runs on the Klinger Winger. I had the most bogus Klinger Winger run that probably the world has ever seen, but sadly it was earlier today. It was off stream, so there's no record of it. But it was one of those where, like, I made it all the way to the end, but I still died. But this time I was so far ahead of the lollipop when I made it to the end, and it still killed me. It's the worst a video game has ever robbed a person, I think. And sadly, there's no record of it. I learned that sadly, like, to clear that level, it's not really a matter of, like, just being ahead of the lollipop, but you have to be ahead of it by a certain distance at the end. Or yeah, it just kills you. It didn't even touch me and it killed me. I was pretty upset. It's usually how it goes on games. Once you clear it, it gets easier on replays, usually. Yeah. Yeah, I certainly agree. And very quickly. Very quickly, too. Yeah, like look at how long it took me to just beat this game, just to beat it one time, and then immediately I did another run, and it was a 1cc. After all of those weeks and months of struggling, my very first run after the first one was super smooth, you know, comparatively. Hey cows, welcome in. Glad to have you back. Good work on those cakes, by the way, cows. The cakes that you made for the wedding. My goodness, baking is so hard. And those looked amazing. I was blown away. I like the design of that topper that you had on the top too. It looked kind of like a silhouette, kind of like a kind of like a storybook, like a shadow. Looked really cool. Want to try Echo again? Buddhafinger says, you know what? No. If I'd turned around and played it right after I beat it for the very first time... Not that I ever would have wanted to do that, but undoubtedly it would have been smoother, right? Welcome in, Dynamite. Good to have you here. Hope you're doing well. A friend of mine 3D printed that for us. Wedding was kind of fantasy forest themed, so glad to know it gave off a storybook vibe. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that looked really cool. That was a really good choice for the topper. But just you know, all the the decorative icing and everything on the cake was really great. So we were just talking about, if you haven't heard the good news, I've beaten Battletoads. This is not a struggle to beat it anymore. I mean, I still might not beat it. I'm not doing very well right now. But Friday night I beat the game. Not only did I beat it, after I beat it, I said, all right, time for loop 2. As a joke. But then I just decided to go ahead and play it again anyway, immediately after beating it. And my second run was a 1 credit clear, so I actually reached all my Battletoads goals. That's the first time I've ever actually hit that guy as he fell. I reached all my Battletoads goals on Friday night. Yeah, it's true, Dynamite. I've beaten it. I've actually beaten it several times now. We're playing it tonight just for fun. But the quest is complete. I kind of figured if I played it, that everyone who wasn't here would probably expect that I still hadn't beaten it yet. But you know, that's all right. Gives me an opportunity to talk about it and brag a little bit. But I'm finally done. I can't wait to see that VOD on YouTube, Greg says. Well, it'll probably be a while before it makes it to YouTube. It should still be up on Twitch for the next couple weeks, but when it's gonna actually reach YouTube, I'm still working on uploading January on YouTube right now. Oh, bad start. Apparently you can start this guy up way quicker if you punch him like I just did. I figured that one out. I don't know if I figured that out on Friday or over the weekend. Yeah, I think my VODs survive on Twitch for 2 weeks. Okay, fine, Echo bad. Can I twist an arm for Star Tropics 2? I'll play Star Tropics 2 gladly at some point, Budafingers. Star Tropics 1 was a lot of fun. There's only, you know, there was only maybe 1 or 2 parts that I didn't really like about it. I had a really good time with that one overall. Big congrats, thank you, cows. Alright, let's see how this goes, though. My runs on the Klinger Winger have been inconsistent at best. Also, Budafingers, why in the world would you want to watch me do another Echo playthrough? Hadn't you said that you felt bad about how miserable that game made me on the first one? Thank goodness. I was too deeply scarred, Buddha Fingers. I can't even. It's very difficult for me to catch and appreciate echo humor. that dolphin took so much from me. Whoa, right. JK. I wish I saw you beat this. Congrats, skills, top rank, point blank. You got him. Thank you, Dynamite. I wasn't. I was mostly just perplexed by the old timey language. I didn't follow very well. But thank you for the congrats. And yeah, I'm sorry that you weren't here for it. Unfortunately, a lot of people kind of had to miss it because it happened at the end of a really long stream. So no worries, no worries. Interactor, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. A game ahead of its time. This game has a lot of really impressive stuff in it. I like it's got the POV boss early on. The tower here, it looks really amazing. And there's just a lot of like cool stuff. There's the snake level's a lot of fun. So much variety. It even reuses, right? The game reuses a stage, and it still doesn't feel cheap. Because the second time the rat race adds just a whole different gimmick to it. That I don't even mind that they reused a stage. I did feel bad. I wouldn't let you quit. I had to be the only one asking for it. You're the only one I remember asking me about it, Buddha Fingers, but I don't think you were the only person that wanted me to finish it. I mean, even I wanted to finish it. I just got tired of living through attempts. Rare was a great company. Too bad they were always at odds with Nintendo. I don't really know a lot of the history. Incredible. It looks like a Super Nintendo game. It sure does. In a lot of places, it looks really close to a 16-bit game. Where is he? No, he got me. I knew he was there somewhere. Hey, Rafnir, welcome in. I did. So not only have I made it here, but I've actually beaten the game already. I beat the Klingerwinger. I beat the Klingerwinger for the first time on Thursday of last week, and then I beat the game on Friday last week. We're just playing it now just for fun. An original dynamic I pointed out in another stream is how your appearance changes in the ramming attacks, the ram horns, or your boot gets huge. I never saw another game do this, Dynamite says. Yeah, I really like... I mean, I can't do them when there's not enemies around. I really like the big boot, the big fist, the ram horns. My favorite Battletoads animation, though, is when they're surprised and they get that big, like, jaw drop expression. That's my favorite. That's a fantastic sprite. Congrats. Thank you, Rafnir. Thank you for the congrats. You made it to the tower, but the part with the gas clouds has you stuck. I'm certain you'll get it. The tower is tricky though. I made quite a few runs at it before I actually cleared it. That's why it was such a long stream on Friday. I kept trying again and again and again. Hey Jay, welcome in. Mile High Roll, welcome in. Ricky, welcome in. All of you need to know, I've actually beaten the game already. This is just for fun. I beat Battletoads on Friday night. I not only did I beat the game, but after I beat it, I immediately did a second run, and I got a 1 credit clear right away. I saw the Vodma. Oh, I read that wrong. I thought you were saying that was GG. I thought it was good luck. I thought it was good luck. I'm not ready for a new path in Contra yet, Zergling, because I still haven't beat it. I still haven't beat the current path I've been trying. I made it up to what I think is the final boss on the path I've been trying, but I didn't actually beat it. So I've still got to clear that path in Contra. If I do that though, if I do that and do it early, then we'll start a new path tonight. Well, yeah, I got the secret ending. But the secret ending was along the path I was already on. So like I still have to go for the proper ending on that path. Strong flex. Well, I wasn't really meaning to I wasn't really meaning to brag. I guess I am a little bit. There's your free wallpaper for the day. Original Battletoads game, released way back in 1991 for the NES, quickly became known for its notoriously difficult gameplay and iconic soundtrack. Yeah, I would say it's got both of those. I don't see a long post game and fit. Something must have happened. It didn't come through on my end. I agree with ChatGTP. AI is pretty smart. AI is pretty smart. But can ChatGTP beat Battletoads? It's very scary. I'm going to eat my feelings now. Probably too long and Twitch ate it up. I imagine so, Game and Fit. Because yeah, it didn't come through for me. This part right here is really hard. Hey, Streaming Fist, welcome in. Timing these, like, when to let go to land on the platforms is, for some reason, incredibly difficult for me. The OpenAI team gave it a challenge to solve a CAPTCHA and it couldn't, so it hired a human off of a site like Fiverr to do it. I don't know. I don't even know how to process that. I like the way enemies fly off the tower. Some of the stuff on the tower gets really weird. If you run around the tower in particular ways, it's really like the camera seems to get really confused. Alright, go, go, go. No, it got me. No. Oh, that's horrible. I was a jump away from the end. I don't think that cloud has even ever killed me except for the very first time I encountered it. Oh, that hurts. From what I understand, the game is weird in its controls. so it doesn't make it any better. The thing about the controls in Battletoads is like they're not bad, but they're designed. The controls are designed for the beat 'em up levels, and so when you're on a platforming level, then it like can get weird and frustrating for me at least because of things like double tap the D-pad to run. I get burned by that all the time. Having beaten this now, what were your hardest levels? Mine were the rat race, the revolution, and the water level with the goldfish. The hardest parts for me were stage 9, the water level, and the clinger winger. The clinger winger took me weeks to beat. Oh no, oh no, I've got an empty heart. This is bad. Oh, cool, and I died again. Oh. I beat this last week, Jay. I beat this game for the very first time on Friday last week. Thank you for the GG. Yeah, I beat it twice on Friday night. I beat it for the very first time, and then I did another run just for fun, and I got a 1cc the second time. So I kind of met all my goals with it all at once. So I'm playing it tonight just for fun. The game is interfering with my fun, though. By repeatedly killing me right before the end. So I might not be able to clear it right now. It's not much of a victory lap. Hey, Chozo Brain, welcome in. Great to have you here. And Arkanoid Addict, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're both having a wonderful Tuesday. Robbed. Robbed. Just woke up, waking up to a massive stream. Happy to have you here. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Battletoads is making me a bit upset at the moment right now. Other than that, I'm fine. I'm from the future. It's Wednesday for me. That happens a lot. I can't keep track of where everyone is in the world, so I tend to just speak in reference to my own location. Now that you cannot tell me you're on the game side on that one. I mean, technically it's Wednesday for me too, but not until I go to sleep. There's no such thing as a change in day. The day is whatever day I wake up on, and it will stay that way until I sleep. If I wake up on Tuesday and I stay awake for 78 hours, then it's still Tuesday that whole time. It doesn't matter. It can't be a new day until I fall asleep. It's half an hour after midnight. I'm in the central time zone in the U.S. Hey, we made it to the boss, so I'm pretty confident we'll clear the game. I'm 100% going to die to this boss. So we'll have to use a continue, but that's alright. We've beaten it 1cc before. And I know I will again, so it's not vital that I do that right now. I will play, try and play cautiously. But, yeah. Something like that could happen at any time. Ugh. Well, maybe we won't beat it. I think there's a good chance we won't. I think I missed the thing about SMB1. Thought there was a bit of latency like SMB1. Does Mario Brothers 1? I didn't know Mario Brothers 1 had a problem with latency. I know it does on the Game Boy Color when you play it on a GameCube, but I think that's a problem with the hardware I'm using. I used to have a memory rule, 7 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time and 10 hours ahead of Pacific, but not sure if it still applies since we just changed the clocks. We changed the clocks over here as well, Arkanoid Addict. Had a similar experience with SMB1, kept getting killed over and over, and once I beat it, I was consistent enough to beat it every time. Game and Fit says, yeah. That's how that seems to go. Hey Sparrow, welcome in. Good to have you here, my friend. I was in a bunch of meetings, so just a tad bit late, no worries. Central frown time is a hard concept to grasp. There are no clocks. It's like a casino. Exactly, Conga. Hello, Karma Dragoness. Welcome in. I'm getting brutalized here at the end. I think it's like a fourth to half second latency or something like that. I forget the actual timing for it. I don't feel like I've ever been affected by the latency in SMB1. That's not to say it doesn't exist, but just that I guess I'm so used to it, my mind auto-corrects the feel or something. Although I have a big problem. See, I have to play everything on the on a CRT because I have a big problem with the latency of modern televisions. Victory! Hey, we did it. I didn't think we were going to. That was a very ugly, rough fought victory. Ugh. Thank you, Sir Rack of Lamb, for all the emotes. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Karma, for the GGs. Thank you, Conga, for the trophy. I've only beaten the Queen Deathless twice. I need to go to better strat, Arkanoid Addict says. Yeah, I've never beaten her Deathless. I've beaten her with very few deaths, but never Deathless. Thank you, Arkanoid Addict. Thank you, Cows. All right. So clearly I need more practice with this game, right? But we've done another run through it. I'll keep it in the mix. I'll pick this one up again just every now and then, kind of randomly. I'll probably play it a lot off stream. And yeah, just wanna try and stay at least as sharp at it as I am now. Which is to say, after that run, not very sharp. That was pretty rough. I want to try. What I need to do now that I know how to do the Klinger Winger, I need to switch back to my primary NES controller, because this is still one of the random ones. This is whatever one we ended on when I was switching after every run, and I don't like this one as much. So I need to do a playthrough on my original, my favorite NES controller that I've been using before this one, and make sure I can still do it with that controller. But not right now. We're gonna be done with Battletoads for tonight, my friends. We're gonna switch over to Contra and see if I can work my way to a victory in that game. One that I still haven't properly beaten. So if you'll give me just a moment, my friends, I'll get things switched over and I'll be right back with you.